Hey there folks, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. Once again, we are in the midst of a 12-pack beer review video. And I'm taking a second here to do a Drunken Munchies checkout. This is Nissin Raoh, R-A-O-H, Raoh, I think is how that's pronounced. King of Ramen. This is their miso flavor. It's from Nissin, so it's another major brand. Miso flavor. Miso flavor ramen noodle soup. A little bit different on the cooking directions. Normally, you boil up the noodles, you toss the flavor packet in there, and you stir it up, and that's good to go. In this case, they want you to boil 2 cups of water, add noodles, simmer for 4 minutes. Okay, so we're cooking the noodles in the water first. Then we're emptying the soup packet, flavor packet, in a separate bowl. And then we're removing the stuff from heat. Pour only hot water into the bowl and mix well. And then we're adding the noodles and mixing again. So enjoy. Add extra ingredients such as pork, vegetables, or eggs to maximize authentic Japanese flavor. Yeah, we're not adding any extra elements to this. So only difference between this and regular ramen apparently is that we're boiling up the noodles and we're emptying just the water into the bowl with the flavor packet before adding the noodles. Whereas before we just dump everything together and then toss the flavor packet in. So I don't know if that's going to make any big difference. I'm also not sure what miso flavor actually is, but we're going to check this stuff out and find out, because this is like the most expensive bagged ramen out there. This is like $3.50 versus the less than $1 that you still pay for plain old Nissin ramen. So hopefully it's worth the cost. So a couple of things I want to point out here. The water's boiling right now. The flavor packet actually has a bit of a gel consistency with some solid particulate matter in there perhaps, and a little bit of oiliness. And the noodles were, instead of a square clump, were in a round clump. So a couple of differences between what I'm used to and what we're seeing from these particular noodles. So I'm going to go stir them so they don't clump, and we will empty just the water in here and then dump the noodles in. We'll see if this is any different. Alright, so I've got to admit, I did leave it on the boil for just a little bit longer than the package said, the 4 minutes. As anybody who's, done even a moderate amount of pre-packaged ramen soups, will tell you, sometimes you can just tell, looking at the color of the noodles, that they need a little bit longer in the boil than what the package says. I can give this another 30 seconds. But yeah, I emptied the water into the soup packet first, and I think I know why. With most powders, it dissolves pretty readily. With this, it seemed like the oily, pasty sauce packet needed more time alone to chill versus just dumping the whole noodles kit and caboodle in there. But the noodles are flatter and yet thicker than most ramen, so this is interesting. It's got a very, very smoky and savory aroma. So again, I have no idea what the hell miso is supposed to taste like, but I'm not adding like half an egg and pork and all that other crap like they say on the, definitely no vegetables, like they say suggested serving suggestion on the label. But I'm just going to grab a little handful of these and give them a second to cool off here. But I'm going to put that cooled part back into the broth, because the broth is a good part of the flavor, but I don't want a big ass chunk on the fork. Yes, I'm overthinking it. I'm just going to bite these off and let them fall back into the bowl. I mentioned how smoky they smell, and I mean literally smoke. Haven't had a cigarette in forever, but there's literally an undertone of almost a cigarette smoke smell, which is interesting, and it's not in an unpleasant way. It's like that, ooh, an old familiar friend aroma that you get sometimes from secondhand smoke. It's very, very weird and messing with me a bit. But this is a very smoky aroma coming off of these. All right. I think they're cooled off enough. It's weird. Like this salty, savory, yet slightly astringent. I don't know if that's the right word here. Flavor. It's like soy sauce and smoke. Again, that weird, almost familiar cigarette smoke flavor taste. It's I don't even want to mention it. I mean, I guess I have at least 3 or 4 or 5 or half a dozen times, because it might make the people think bad things about this, but it's on a pleasant level. It's I don't know, I'm trying to think of other things that I would associate with smoking that would like overlap with cigarette smoke flavor, but I keep coming back to that. It's weird. Very, very weird. But again, it's not unappetizing or anything like that. It's I don't know, maybe hints of wood smoke, like an open fire as well. Well, that's good. There's like a salty, meaty, soy, Asian style flavor. Kind of reminds me of maybe a smoky version of the noodles that you get at a Japanese steakhouse. But like a very smoky version of that. And when I say smoky, I mean like barbecue type smoke, wood smoke, and cigarette smoke all at the same time. It's very weird. And again, some of these things might be my own brain just like cross wiring and short circuiting, but yeah, that whole cigarette sensation. Again, I hesitate to mention it because it might turn some people off to this stuff, but it's pleasant. This is good. This is really fucking good. Like I mentioned, it's probably one of the more expensive ramens out there. And yes, I know I'm still doing instant ramen. I'm not doing like ramen or pho or like really good real ramen soup. I'm just doing this stuff. This is like $3.50 to $4 per pack versus less than $1 for instant ramen. And again, yes, it is instant ramen. But 4 to 5 times as expensive, but definitely worth it, honestly, for the flavor experience. It's just odd and unusual and delicious, and I'm really liking it. quite good. Would highly recommend. And the noodles themselves are doing a pretty good job of tamping down the buzz that I've got going right now. Because again, I'm 6.5. I haven't finished this one yet. The beer's deep into a 12-pack, and I gotta finish. Well, I don't have to, but I'm planning to finish the rest tonight for the beer review video. And this is kind of hitting the spot, revitalizing my ass and getting me prepped for the next 5. Anyway. Not bad for something I got for free by using the Hannaford coupon app. By the way, if you're in the New England area or anywhere where there's a Hannaford supermarket, make sure you download and install the Hannaford app. Hannaford Rewards app on your phone. Definitely worth it. Monthly coupons come up. Manufacturers' coupons come up. It takes a few bucks off at the register. And it also doubles up with Ibotta. I got this for free through Hannaford, and then Ibotta gave me $1 back. Maybe it was 75 cents. It was 75 cents or $1. Anyway, I'll put a link to Ibotta down in the video description. Go ahead and download that and install it as well, even if you're not in the Hannaford area, because it works with Walmart and a bunch of other major retailers. But you just go in and you select coupons, and you're like, 75 cents of cash back on this, 50 cents cash back on that, 25 cents cash back on that. Even 10 or 5 cents cash back is better than no cash back, right? And you just add those offers into your list, and then when you go shopping, you either have your loyalty program already associated with your Ibotta app and it automatically uploads your receipt, or you just take a picture of your receipt or the barcode on your receipt, and then it gives you cash back for whatever coupon offers are matched on your receipt. Quick, easy, saves you a few extra bucks. Check it out, the Ibotta app. I get a little kickback if you install it and redeem an offer under my offer code, so make sure you use that link. Also, comment when you've installed it and comment when you've redeemed it on an offer, please, because I don't think they're giving me credit for all my referrals. They denied me access to the associate program for influencers, which, yes, I know based on my YouTube stats, I am definitely not an influencer, but I should at least be getting the kickback for referrals and redemptions. But I'm not getting those either, so let me know. Till next time, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Drink up and snack on.